Hi, tell me about yourself. So, my name is Ashley Huff, and I'm from Canton, Connecticut, which is located in the center of Connecticut. And I am currently attending Stetson University, which is located in the center of Florida. I am a marketing major, and I plan to add an international studies minor very soon and hope to kind of focus that around learning French to help me with my fashion career and being able to travel and have a different language under my belt. Where do I see myself in 10 years? In 10 years, I don't specifically have goals, plans for those 10 years. Initially, because in 10 years, if I'm not at those goals or if I have different plans throughout those 10 years, it's more of a disappointment than oh, I didn't reach those goals, that's okay. So I like to have steady set goals instead and rather work towards those to get to a ideal location of where I want to be in 10 years, but not saying that this is where I have to be in 10 years, and if I'm not there, then there's a problem. So in 10 years, I truly would like to be at the career that I wanted to work up to. Obviously, my dream job is to be a fashion director, and so I want to make sure that obviously being a fashion director, it's very difficult to just start off as a fashion director right outside of college or grad school. Very rare, and it's very understandable because of that. However, in 10 years, I would like to see myself at that point, meaning that within these next few years, working my way up to that ideal job would be very beneficial, and I would love that. I also see myself in 10 years settling down slash really focusing on my career and learning from it and just being the best at the job that I can be. Are you willing to travel? I am absolutely willing to travel. I personally believe that traveling is such a huge part of the fashion industry, and since fashion is so well renowned for different cultures and styles and types of clothing, that being able to see all these different styles and trends in different countries and states and cities is so beneficial to being someone in the fashion industry, because you're seeing it firsthand and you are witnessing it at a much higher level than ever before. And so traveling for the job would be, I believe, an absolute necessity, and I would love to if that were opportunity were pointed towards me. Would you work 40 plus hours a week? I would work 40 plus hours a week as long as I know that it's beneficial towards what I am doing. I'm not the type of person who would work 40 plus hours if it didn't mean something, if it were just to pass the time or if it was just to get the hours under my belt. I would want to make sure that those 40 hours, whether it be more than 40 hours or 40 hours exactly, would be meant towards something. It would be broadening my skills, broadening my knowledge, learning new things, working for my company. The 40 hours would be very effective and worth it and necessary, rather than just, oh, 40 hours, can you do it? What are my career goals? Personally, my career goals would just to be, with every career that I have, learning from it and learning from myself to be the best that I can be in my dream job, which, like I said before, would be a fashion director. So just every job that I have, whether it be fashion related or if it just be a simple summer job or a winter job coming home from college, would be to learn from myself and learn from my bosses back then. And knowing what skills and knowledge I need to broaden and how I can use those skills, whether it be listening skills, speaking skills, how I interact with customers, my boss, my coworkers, how I relate to them, how I grow from them, and just being the best person that I can be in my job when I become a fashion director, and just using those skills and knowledge from all my past career jobs to be the best that I can be. So my goals for careers would just to be continuing to learn after every job that I have, working my way up to be the best person for my end job. Why are you interested in working here? I'm interested in working here because it is a very pristine, awesome company that would allow me to really grow from myself and learn from myself as well as other people to be the best that I can be. So a very positive environment, someone that can push me but also not break me, and just being able to work in an environment where I can truly see the potential in myself and in others, and working my way up into having the dream job that I wanted as a fashion director. And I feel like after seeing past coworkers here, seeing reviews, everything, I feel like this work environment is very positive and does reinforce that, and so I'm very interested in working here for that aspect. What are the most important qualities that a creative director needs? I personally believe that the most important qualities a creative director or a fashion director needs is the being able to balance proper people skills, management, whether that be self-management, people management, financial management. I feel like, being a fashion or a creative director is very difficult. It can be very stressful, it can be challenging, but being able to be a strong leader, be someone who doesn't necessarily quit when it feels necessary to, but rather can push themselves and make themselves better to make other people better as well. I feel like those are very necessary skills. And also just having the confidence, since being a fashion or a creative director is very difficult and stressful, having the confidence in yourself and in others as well. You want to be able to work well with people and work well with yourself, whether you're individual or partnering with someone. You want to have the confidence that you can work with someone or yourself and be able to work together or by yourself to be the best that you can be. So I feel like having those skills is super important and very necessary for a fashion or a creative director, because they allow you to work at the best that you can be, and being organized and having proper management would allow for your company to strive as well. Are there any questions you would like to ask before we finish? If I had to ask any questions, I would just say, what qualities do you see in a fashion or creative director that aren't necessarily simple or basic? Obviously, the ones that I listed were simple or basic, so which ones do you guys, what do you look for in a person for this type of job? What are specific skills or knowledge that you see in a person that makes them more qualified than the rest? Thank you.